People are still crying out there. People are still suffering.
We are tired! We are tired! We are tired! We are tired! We are tired!
Innocent people picked up from the streets of our country, brought before magistrate court. Magistrates will not bother to ask the circumstances of their arrest. All they do is just grant a remand order, go and remand the person in prison, and they have forgotten. You have people in police cells whose criminal files police can no longer trace. Can no longer trace. At least the police told us that the files as regards Chijioke, a lawyer, could not be found. Police claimed they were burnt during the NSAS riot. These boys have just disappeared into a black hole. Their jobs are sucked. Their jobs are sucked. Nobody knows where they are.
People said to me, don't do this film, move on. People won't engage. You already did one film on Obianuju and Chijioke. It already traveled the country, people were talking about it, it won the awards. Move to another story. And they have a point. In a country of so many tragedies, so many traumas, so much brutality, so many missing people, kidnapped, arrested, detained without trial for years by the police, by the army, and another story. And I said, that's precisely why this film is important. Because for once, I found a subject, a person, a citizen, my sister, who refused to move on.
Well, today is my first day of protest. My solo protest. I've decided to go on my own and demand for justice for my brother again. I started a solo protest because the last time I had a full protest, or we had a full protest in Nigeria, people were killed just for protesting. And I have lived with the survivor's guilt for a while now. I can't get it in my heart to pull people or ask them to come out on the street to join me. So I've decided to do it alone. I was expecting they would throw me out within the first 10 minutes. As it happened, they didn't. And that's because the National Assembly was not sitting today. They'll be sitting tomorrow. So I had the opportunity of showing my placard, my banner, to a lot of people who were working in the National Assembly, and some honorable members that passed, they saw my banner. But then there was a recurring theme that people had. A lot of people, even the police, right, said, you should go to Brekete. And the Brekete is this human rights radio in Abuja here. It's run by Adnari Ahmed. And I was not surprised, right? But what surprised me was even the police saying I should go there. Because what it means is that the police have checked their duty and then have handed it over to an ordinary citizen to do their work for them. So they expect for a celebrity radio presenter to ask them to do the right thing before they do it. I don't know what word to categorize this as.
It is not even about whether Chijioke is alive or dead. It is about the fact that the officers, the individuals, the people who took him into custody, they haven't been held accountable. I think that is the most painful part of this. That a country is unable or is able but is just brazenly unwilling to respond to the cry of the family for justice. And I can relate to that because of other examples that I have seen. When you say you are a citizen, citizenship is useless if there are no correlative rights. The difference between a citizen and a slave is the existence of fundamental rights. So when you say you are a citizen of Nigeria and the Nigerian state kills you, or the Nigerian state abducts you, or the Nigerian state takes you into custody and is not able to account for your whereabouts, and those who committed this nefarious act, they are still walking freely. It speaks to a country whose soul is dead.
My fondest memory of Chijioke. I don't know. It could be when Chijioke found he how do I put it? I'm about to speak Igbo. I'm trying not to speak Igbo. Chijioke found my trouble. In Nigerian wedding, he found my trouble. So we had a fallout in the house and I refused to talk to him. And then he goes on Facebook to go and say sorry to me. It was so weird. Then he posts this ugly picture of me and then he's saying, my sister, I'm so sorry for what I did. And I'm so pissed off at him, but I'm also happy because he's kind of popular. And then that's an opportunity for everybody to know that I'm his sister and all. And it was nice. Chijioke is a really fun guy. And he has this weird ways of giving people silly names. And then he has this joke of telling everybody that I'm his twin. Like, if you ask him off the bat, who is this? No, my twin sister. Straight. So, on his birthday, his parents tell me happy birthday because they think it's my birthday. My birthday is in January and he's in July. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. That was quite intense. At some point, I cried. It was because I was quite frustrated. People were passing and making the pity eyes, like looking at me with pity. And I really do not like being looked at with pity. It's not pity I want, it's like justice that I want. So why are you looking at me with pity when you can just like do something, help me?
One single case. One single case can cover others. Don't forget that it was your case I was able to handle the other cases. So they come basically under your own.
Okay.
You just given to your own naturally follows that justice will be given to others. So you are more or less like a pathfinder.
Two people came to talk to me today. Well, three, but two important conversations happened. One man came to me and started talking to me about Ordinary Ahmed again. And he even gave me a number to call. Said I should pack my entire petitions that I've written so far and then go meet Ordinary Ahmed and I'll get justice immediately. Then I agreed. I said I was going to think about it. I'm going to do it. I'm still conflicted on the Ordinary Ahmed thing. In one way, I want to do it because I want justice, really. I don't want what I'm doing to be just a waste. I want impact. I want to get justice. But also, I'm thinking, a lot of families will not be able to go to Ordinary Ahmed. A lot of them who have experienced police and SARS brutality will not be able to. The easier path would be just to arrest James Nwafo, prosecute him for the people that he had killed, and then set the precedent which other families can then use to go to court and get justice easily. But yeah, that's the easier part, and Nigeria is never easy. So I feel like a sellout considering going to Ordinary Ahmed and getting justice for just my family. I wish there's a way we can do it for everybody to get justice, right? So that's my conflict with the whole thing. I'm still considering it. Of course, I've reached out to my lawyer to see what he has to say about it. He'll give me feedback soon on the way to progress with that. Then the second person talked to me. He's actually a journalist that works in the National Assembly. So he said the 10th Assembly hasn't set up their different committees. So there's actually a committee on public petition. So he said I should just get my petitions ready, write it, keep it ready. And once the panel is constituted, he will let me know. He took my number, he will let me know, and I'll submit my report, my petition to the committee, and also talk to my representative. And then he would help me amplify the case whenever it is being discussed in the house. He would help me. And well, that was very insightful because I did know that the committees have not been set up, but I did know that there was a committee on public petition, right? So it's the first time I'm hearing about it, and I'm glad that I know that now. It is now part of the things I need to do. I'm so tired. Now I understand when people say don't start what you cannot finish, but of course I'm going to finish. But my leg ache, like they ache so badly. But then I do not have a choice. I'm still going to stand. This is the price I'll pay for justice. I mean, this is the least I can do. It's like very, very small compared to other things I could be doing. Funny enough, yesterday, when I saw the car of the Senate president going in, I wanted to go and stand in front of it. I hope I'm able to resist that urge today if it comes in. So yeah. Oof. Newsflash, my mom found out that I was protesting. So I've been hiding it from my mom. Like I said, I've not been putting on my WhatsApp. Like I muted her from seeing my WhatsApp status. Then I put it on my Facebook. And I didn't know that she would that she would see it on my Facebook. So she sent me a voice note asking me to be careful, but she didn't really like say why I should be careful. So I just got this inclination that she's hit or she has seen the banner or something. So I called her this morning and I was asking her. She said, just be careful. We shared some memories, we talked, we discussed. She told me how sometimes she gets angry at herself whenever she remembers Chijioke. She feels like she could have done more. She could have maybe taken action faster. Sometimes she even gets angry at my dad. Feels like he could have acted immediately, like because when Chijioke was arrested and we're told, my dad said that he wasn't going to go to the station, that they should punish him for staying out late and all. So that's why mom went to the station at Ajali. So sometimes she says she feels like if he had gone with her that morning, there would not have been the issue of you're a woman, you can't build a child out. He would have built him out and there would have been no reason for him to go to Okosusas. Well, all those things are water under the bridge. We can't change it. I told her that I also feel that way sometimes. Sometimes I feel helpless and I get angry at myself. Maybe I should have done more. Maybe I should have probably stood in front of a moving vehicle or something, like done something drastic to get attention and all of that. Sometimes I feel that way too, but it's just a feeling. So I told her I understand how she felt. She said it gets harder in July because it's his birth month, and whenever she thinks of him, she thinks of my little sister, the one that died, my little sister, because that one died in 2010 and she was 2012, so roughly 2 years. So whenever she thinks of him, she thinks of her, and she gets annoying for her. So I told her, please, stop thinking, And it's like, when are you going to stop? I said, I will stop soon. I will stop when I get justice. And then she's like, why do you keep on? I'm even surprised my mom is asking me why I keep on trying. I told her, well, I'm trying because, Chijioke would not have stopped if it were to be me. And I asked her, do you think Joke would have stopped? And she said, no, Joke would not have stopped. Oh, we call him Joke in the house, so that's what we call him. We're shortening his name to Chijioke. So she did agree that he wouldn't have stopped if he were to be like the roles were reversed. So that's enough reason to keep trying. But also, it would be unfair to, like, how do we say that we never tried? We didn't do enough. Yes, I miss my brother every fucking day. I wish he was there. I wish this never happened. I don't like being this person. This is not me screaming at people, asking for mercy, pleading for people to. I miss him.
Today was meant to be the first hearing in the petition against the mother of the deceased. We were supposed to adopt the petition today, but as is characteristic of the police, which is now a matter of strategy on the part of the police, they came to the public committee hearing to deny service of the said petition. They informed us at the hearing that they've not been served, although there was evidence that it's been sent to them by mail and it's also been served on their license office. The essence of the strategy, I guess, on the part of the police was to get an adjournment, and they got the adjournment, of course, and the matter was adjourned till 15th of December, which is next week Friday, for the adoption and the hearing proper of the petition.
Petition by Chude Jideonwo on behalf of Mr. Emmanuel Jideonwo against Nigeria Police Force on the unlawful arrest and extrajudicial killing of Chijioke Jideonwo by CSP James Oshinwan, now retired, Inspector Hayasin Obambo, now retired, and DSP Abat Anume, now retired.
My name is Obianuju Iluanya. I am the petitioner. Obianuju Iluanya, and I am the petitioner of this petition dated 26th of July 2023 against the Nigerian police. I admit this contents of this petition as evidence in chief, demanding or asking that this honorable committee do justice to this matter and give my family justice for the death of my brother, and get the Nigerian police to give us access to his body for proper burial.
The officers who were mentioned or who are mentioned in the petition are all retired, and they all served last in Anambra State.
Mm-hmm.
So the time frame between last week and now was too short for us to get across to them, get their input. Alternatively, if we can bring them before this committee.
But I've also, since 2019, been sending this petition to the IG of police, And they confirmed receipt of this petition in July 2023. I sent it to them, and the police public PRO accepted that he had received this petition, and he had replied my email to confirm that they have an electronic copy of it. All through this while, the police has not given us any answer to this issue, and that is why I came to this committee.
Tell us that those who were supposed to respond to the petition are retired. There are records, and those records speak for itself. Anybody that is occupying that office has that record. And secondly, you cannot write to IG to investigate the matter. A committee will write to IG to investigate the matter.
To investigate would be that the IG should appear with the report of investigation on this matter. To go and start investigating a matter that happened in 2012. We have human beings. Then you all will test one day or how, when, you don't know. But to say that something that was called in 2012 has not been investigated, and you now want the investigation of that. Yeah? So that's my application, Mr. Chairman, so I don't waste our time here. Okay.
In 2019, I took over as my parents have gotten older, and I took over the matter. And since then, I've written to the National Human Rights Commission, I've written to the Nigerian police more than 5 times, and I have copies of them attesting to have received my petitions. And I've gone to the judicial panel. The police was at the judicial panel too, and they still have not given us any answers to my brother's whereabouts to date.
The committee will write with annexed copies of the petition to IG for IG to provide us and appear before us with the report of this incident so that we can take appropriate decision on this matter.
The chair, honorable committee, my name is Obane Juilanya, and I am the petitioner in the matter in this case.
Oh, Lord, glad. I thought I gave an instruction on this matter last time. You wrote to IG to appear.
Yes, sir.
And IG has not responded to us.
Yes, sir.
Are you staying in Abuja?
No, sir. Anambra. Most times I have to stay longer period if the hearings are closer to come.
Okay, please, you need to wait. Let's get across to the Luzon officer of police. Let it throw. And class, let's see after.
All right, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Madam. So it can be called upon tomorrow or just wait.
All right, sir.
We knew that this might end up in nothing. And that is why the story was so important to tell. It has no happy ending. There's no resolution. There's no conclusion. There's no catharsis. This is what it means to be Nigerian today.
Me, I'm getting tired. And I'm getting old. I can't stay at this. I have to move on at some point. Like, moving on feels like you're betraying your brother. So when people tell me, why don't you move on, brother? Like, I can't. Because I feel like I'm betraying Chijioke. Chijioke would not move on. I swear he won't. I'm like his twin. He was my director, but like, we were like twins. We did almost everything together. If you go to his Facebook, you see old pictures of both of us where I'm tying wrapper. Like, that's how deep we were. And like, we were that close. Everybody in my family knows. Everybody in Oka knows that this boy is my party. So when this man did this thing to me, he did it directly to me. It's unfair. Like,